lights are on, and we still have more for you on EA Sports. It's the Northern Illinois Huskies and the UNLV Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. Northern Illinois about to kick it off as we get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Rebels offense will have the football first. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. It is on him. He's their best player to make this offense go.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watching this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that...
There's a crease. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
It really is no mystery. And Reese, obviously, we were talking about this guy in the open, and already he's getting the ball, and already he's making his presence felt. He just has such great vision and contact balance. And, David, they are going to continue to give him the football until you prove you can stop him.
Yeah, and so the defense is going to have to do something about it. And I know it's early, and that's just one run, but how much are they going to have to commit more?
What are you talking about?
They're just going to have to play physical and realize everybody's got a game time. This guy is good, man, and so I look forward to this defense trying to find some answers to stop this great running back.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Tries to get it on the ground. There he goes. Made a defender miss. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UNLV.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it, and you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. There's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets on the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll give it to Johnson. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
And we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Zings it complete to the right. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? With the catch, it's Rogers. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down. And the Huskies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On the option. He'll toss it. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And he puts through the extra point. Whistles as we have a man down on the field. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Looking for a crease. It's Glover. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Trying the left side. Inside the 45. Got a little grass. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Rebels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on first down. Fires downfield. Snagged on the outside. It's Burnett. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second.
Okay, instant. All right. Okay, so I said at the beginning, if you get two of them, I think you
They've got a first down here to open the period. They want to run it left here. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
What a start for this guy, right? 2 drives, that's already his 2nd rushing touchdown. And listen, this area of the field, David, in the red zone, you've got to be able to run it. It's really hard to throw. Windows aren't very big. But this dude right now is feeling it.
And as a defense now, I understand the mission. Palmer, it's pretty simple. They're going to run the football. So I've got to meet that physical challenge, man. I've got to stop the run, or else this is going to be a long day for this defense.
Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Running inside, it's Johnson. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They're working that left side. Oh, what a cut! What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Wants to throw it again. Slings it downfield. Finds a man in the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
I love offenses that are willing to find matchups and take advantage of it. Like, use your running back in the middle of the field. You want to use a linebacker, so be it. He can beat it. This guy has really good speed, really good ball skills, and I like the way they're using him out of the backfield.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he made the extra point without problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UNLV will start this drive. The offense out there ready to go. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some...
Turning it on! He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. They'll give it to him again. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Motion from the wideout. The handoff to Johnson. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
That's really neat. Yeah, that's like a...
Now facing a third and long.
Nah, bro, he's getting nervous.
Looking for room. It's Thomas.
Just like
Makes one man miss. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Trying play action. Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Lions. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. He'll take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Vegas.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready.
Snags it, and he's open. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Finds his tight end. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking downfield very late in the half. Throws to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the play fake. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 6 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Gators, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. It gets them to 4-1 on the season, and it's got to be looked at as a solid start. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game inside Allegiant Stadium in Vegas. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you can tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The Huskies will line it up on 1st and 10. Now the play fake. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Soft spot in the middle. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Northern Illinois right back to the line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, and this receiver with his speed, he's a guy you know this QB is going to look for, especially on these deep shots. You just can't overthrow him when he's that wide open. That's a huge missed opportunity.
Bringing the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
The kick is on its way. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Rebels offense is back on the field. Looking for a gap. It's Thomas. Breaks into the open.
Come on.
They stop him just a week or two short of the first. And man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
Leaves it with the running back. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And the Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Here's a little room there. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. The Rebels are rolling down the field.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. And the clock stops for an injured player on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. They'll give it to the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them. Successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick, but the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Takes the handoff. It's Thomas. Knocked off his feet. The Rebels will hustle to the line. They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead's extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. RPO complete to open the drive. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. It's Bryant. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This game will officially be in the books shortly. Gives us a minute to check out the Week 9 scoreboard for the top 12 in college football. Deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll move the tight end. Off play action. Rushes on him. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. 3rd and 4. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it on the run. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Northern Illinois right back to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Here's the pressure. Got rid of it just in time.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires to the right. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Handoff, keep working on that clock.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Right back to the well. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Using his legs, it's Thomas. Could be an out. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! And the stomping has commenced. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
Here comes the Northern Illinois offense to go on the attack. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build up.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense.
And the defense gets home with the pressure and knock him down for a loss, but there are penalty markers down. Let's sort that out. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Fires to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They bring him down strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the